it's Debbie with Kip's Corner. Welcome back, and to all my new subbies, I'm so excited that you're here. Thank you for joining and welcome aboard. I hope that you enjoy this, or maybe not this video, but other videos, or maybe you enjoy all of them or none of them, or anyway. Today I'm going to work on a mixed media tag. I have one made here that I don't love, but it's an example that I can show you. And then I've got one that I've kind of got started here. This is a, you have to excuse me, I've had this respiratory thing with the cough and have been sick for the past week. So hopefully if I start coughing my head off, I will, I promise I'll stop the video. Anyway, this is a chipboard tag. I don't know if you can see, it's nice and thick and sturdy. So when you add a lot to it, it's going to hold up and not be flimsy. And I like to make usually, you know, if I can, one of these to add into like the inside front pocket of a journal or the inside back pocket or something like that. Sometimes I get them a little thick, and so it's hard to put them on the inside. This one I said, you know, I'm not overly thrilled with. I just wasn't excited about the way it turned out, but I'll show you the components here. This darker gray on these edges is see if that focuses, is a white crackle paste that I mixed some black paint in to kind of get that gray, and then put some silver metallic wax on top. This leaf component is just a piece of chipboard. I've got a little button, a little brad. Here is a little pocket and a baby tag thrown in there. And then the background has some texture paste with little raindrops on it, the background paper, and just some torn paper. And then a sari tie at the top. So today I've got one started, and I thought I would get that one out of the way. The base paper that I've put on top of here, I've just glued it on and then cut it out. This is a part of one of the sheets from the Tim Holtz wallpaper pack. Really pretty sheets. And I attempted to get this sort of centered, and I didn't. But that's okay, because we're going to fill it up, and hopefully you won't be able to tell it's not centered. We'll see. But if you can't, or if it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. There are no rules. It's just a matter of personal preference on something like that. Anyway, against what I normally like to do is pre-ink some stuff, but I wanted to show you that I've just torn some pieces here. I'm thinking something along those lines, something like that for my base. Let me get this out of the way. There you go. So let's start there, and then we will roll on through. I've got my little pile up here in the corner. I've got a chipboard dress form and some metal pieces and a button and some more paper, and so we'll just see what happens there. So if I sound nasally and coffee, or if I have weird pauses in this video, it's because I've stopped it to cough. It's morning, and mornings are worse, of course, for this fun little thing that I've had. I don't like being sick. I made it all winter without getting sick, and then now all of a sudden I get this right here when we hit spring, right? Yay. Okay. Something like that. I have not done any inking on this base piece yet, but I will a little bit later on. Okay, let's see. Let's glue this on using some Fabri-Tac. I think I'll start with this piece since it's underneath. If I get out of camera, I apologize. I have a new setup, a new stand, I should say, and I'm not used to it. I don't think it has the same space open on screen. I can't talk. Anyway, don't mind me. Okay, that was somewhere around there. Let's see if this goes here. Then I think I like that there. Yeah. Let's see if I can get it straight. Yeah, not too bad. I will try to stay on screen. Just rubbing a bone folder over this just to kind of squish get the glue squished around and get the excess kind of out of there. And then I'll just rub the excess off here. Okay. So I wanna, while I'm sitting here playing and gluing, I wanna say thank you to everyone who subscribed, coming over from Tracy Fox's channel with her guest design team project that she did last weekend. So much fun, and it was kind of really overwhelming. I think I might speak for all of us, all 6 of us, that there was so much support and love from Tracy's viewers that it was just mind-boggling. So thank you. Thank you all so much. Hopefully I can prove to be worthy of your subscriptions. Okay. We'll smoosh that down. And try not to get glue all over everything, which of course I do. I've said this before and I'll say it again. I am not a neat crafter. Messy, 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 messy. That's okay. That's okay. All right. Okay. I like that. So far, so good. So I have this dress form. This is a piece of chipboard. See, here's the back. And I just painted it with, I actually used black gesso because I couldn't find my black acrylic paint. Either would work. It works just fine. And I'm liking the idea of that being maybe there. It's cute. But I also want to put some other pieces on here. Oh, you know what? I want that to go under the paper. What are the chances? Ooh, what are the chances that I can get that up underneath there? So this is Glossy Accents. When I'm using metal and gluing metal down, I tend to use Glossy Accents. It adheres quickly. The only thing is you have to be careful not to get any of the glue sort of outside because it does dry glossy, but it is a really good glue. So I wanna stick that up underneath there. Yay, I made it, I think. Let's try that. Straight. Yeah, so I'm gonna press that down just for a second. Okay, got that going. I'm teaching myself today, or I'm learning today, that trying to film a video while you have a really bad cold is much harder than you might think. That's okay. So if I pop that up there like that, then we've got a little buckle coming out from underneath. Okay, I like that. Let's see. I've got some pretty little, this is embroidery thread. I don't know if I'll like thread up underneath that or not. Let's see. Oh, that's kind of fun. I don't know, we'll see. I don't know, I don't want to do, it doesn't work. Get rid of that. What else have we got here? Maybe a key somewhere. No. No. I like this. That might be fun. So what I'm going to do is sort of figure out where I want things placed as far as my large pieces here. And then I can start gluing everything down. Ooh, I like that. Okay, let's do that. Let's stop. I don't want to get too much. I may come back to that. And then I've got some sari here that I can put up at the top. Okay, let's leave it at that. So what I want to do now is start gluing, kind of from the bottom up, of course. So first thing I'm going to do is glue my dress form down. I'm going to leave the thread just as is here because I think once I put the dress form down on top of it, that ought to keep it secure. I'm using, this is a, I don't know, what is it called? It's just a little shimmer glue. It's not glitter glue, but it's probably just like glitter glue. And it works nicely on things like this because I can get a small little dab here. So let's just dab this on. And I'm gonna try to get a pretty good coverage here so that it does capture that thread underneath. So how's everyone doing? Are you getting we're getting tons of rain. Hopefully spring will get past us soon. Okay, here we go. I think I had it about there. Yeah, let's tuck that little curve in. Oops, glue sticking to me. Here, let's tuck him underneath here. Okay, there we go. Hurry up before it dries. All right, I'm going to press that down. Hopefully I got enough glue on there to hold everything in place. So let me press this for a minute. Get some pressure on there. Stick, 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 stick. Go. Ready, set, go. Let's see, I don't like that, where that's the end. I didn't think that one through, did I? Here, let's snip it off up here. That's better. But I'm gonna snip that. And I'm gonna snip that. There we go. I like that better. Right? It's the little things. It's the little things. Okay. By George, I think I've got her stuck. Yay. Okay. Ta-da. And this little buckle, yeah, it still should move. Get a little bit of, I like it that way because it hides that where that's tucked into the paper. Okay. Next, so this button is it's a round back button, and this is, I don't know if I can get that, if I can cut that off or not. Let me see if I can. Here we go. Oh, got it. So I just cut off the loop-de-loop part. I still have a piece sticking up, but that's okay because I have some distance between the top of the form and the bottom of the, so that should sort of, see, that'll fit right in place, right like that, and lay still flat. If I hadn't been able to get this little loop piece off, I would have just used some gel medium, probably some matte gel medium to build up that bottom and get it on there. But this is gonna work without having to do that. Yay. So I'm gonna run some glue kind of on both sides here. And that ought to do it. And then we'll get that piece right on the side there. Like that, I think. Yeah, so it's actually glued onto the dress form. And that'll take just a second for that to set up. And yep, still a little wobbly. She says as she sniffles. So it'll be kind of fun for me to hear my voice on the recording. So when I hear my voice, when I record it, I'm like, oh, I don't sound like that, do I? And now that I've got this, you know, respiratory thing, this deep chest, I'm going to sound even funnier. Okay, what do you think? So I've got some little, what do you call it? Brads that hold these on. So let me grab those and I'm just going to glue them on. I'm not going to try to punch through. I could punch all the way through this, but then I'd have some stuff on the back of this. And right now the plan is to kind of keep that clean there. So let me go get those brads and blow my nose and I'll be right back. Okay, hi, I'm back. But you probably didn't even know I was gone, did you? So I found the little tiny brad thingies, and they look like little screws. So I think what I'm gonna do is pop one in. If I can get my fat fingers going there. And see if I can show you what I'm doing here with my fingernails that desperately need to be chopped off. I'm going to push that down, and then I'm going to, let's see, does that hide? Yeah, see, it'll stick out, and I don't want that showing. So what I'm going to do is just trim this side off a bit. And let's push that down. Yeah, this is probably not the way to do that. Let's see if I can get that. And then I'm going to pop a dot of glue in there. And that ought to hold it. All right, let's do the same thing on this side. Take the brad, without getting glue all over the place. Pop that in, open it up. Let me trim that side off a little. Okay, and pop a dot of glue in it. I put the lid on it. Pop a dot of glue in it, and that'll hold it once it dries. Okay, now I'm just going to do the same thing. Get some glue in here. Hopefully that's enough. Let's turn this the right way. And layer down. There we go. Oh, nope, I got glue all over the place. There's an easier way of doing this, I'm sure. Okay, there, that's okay. That's okay. Remember, I always have to remind myself, there's no right or wrong way. Now this one should be sturdy now. Yeah. And now this one, is that straight? There, so now it looks like it's been affixed to the chipboard, but we've got a clean back here. And that this glossy accents will hold those pieces very nicely. It's a great glue. I use it for several different things. At some point I will show you another use I have for glossy accents, but it's wonderful for metal. Okay. All right, we are close to being done here, I think. So what I'm going to do, let's ink up the edge of this. I'm going to double ink this, I think. I'm going to go around with Vintage Photo first. And then I think I'm going to edge this with some black ink. Let's see, because of the black that's on here, I like the idea of, edging that with black. Okay, let's throw some black ink on here, and that'll just finish that off, I think. But as I'm looking at this, now I'm thinking that I want to add some more texture by way of, I think, some texture paste. So let me ink this up. Let's see if that is a good idea or a bad idea. Yeah, so I like the way that finishes off that edge with the black. So I'm just blending that in a little bit more on the back side here. It'll still be a nice space to journal on, and it's not going to be so dark that it won't work. There we go. That's not so bad. Okay. And that's not so bad either. But I do want to add some texture. So I've got, this is a black texture paste. It's from Heidi Swap. I've had this forever, so I don't even know if it's still available. And I've got a stencil here. This is one of the Tim Holtz stencils, and I think I want to add some little dots coming up down here. Let's see if we like this idea. Just going to kind of rub it through there. Yeah, and then you just wipe the edge. I like that. Now, I think I would like a little down here. Here maybe, or here. Do I want some here? Maybe just a couple. Sort of balance that out. No? Or leave it. Oh, decisions. Maybe a couple, not very many. See if I can get this to lay flat on top of all my see if that worked. Yeah, that worked. All right, and I got a little bit of paste here on the edge, so I'm just gonna wipe that off. And voila. I like that. I think I like that it adds, just adds a nice, am I on camera? Here, let's do it this way. Let's show you. So we're gonna have this texture, and we've got the button. So yeah, I think that works. Okay, I'm gonna move this over because there's a glare there. Get my dirty stencil out of the way. We'll clean that in a minute. Okay, what else? I think I'm gonna call this one done. So it doesn't take long, as you can see. just gather pieces and bits. Oh, let's put some, these, I think if I was doing a tag like this that was just on a cardstock, I would probably do some sewing on it. But since these are so thick, there's just no way. You'd break a sewing machine. Somewhere in here, I thought I had some black breads. No. Not coming up. There, this will work. I think, no. It's not what I want. This one maybe? Yeah. That works. All right. Smash this in. Get it all the way through. It's pretty thick, so I like to try to give it a good smash. Oh, and oh, did I smear one of my dots? Oh, I did. Oh, well, that'll just give it more texture. So, yeah. No right or wrong way. If you smear your dots, you just pretend like you meant to do that all along. That's what I get for not waiting for it to dry. I'm gonna poke some sari silk through here. Or not. Let's try that one more time. This is probably not the way you're supposed to poke sari silk through. I'm sure there's an easier way. And just, hopefully I won't get this black all over the silk. Okay. Now I'm going to, well, not yet. Here, in just a second, I'm going to call this one done. There we go. I think that's about as good as it's going to get. And there she is. A little mixed media tag made on a chipboard. So it's a nice sturdy tag. You have plenty of writing space on the back. You could back this with another piece of scrapbook paper or tea-dyed paper or fabric. You know, you could do anything you wanted to the back of it or leave it completely blank like I did here. And there she is. That's it for today. That's about all I can handle before I have to go blow my nose again. Thank you for joining me. And again, thank you so much for supporting my channel and subscribing. And let's have fun. Bye.